Salute, salute, salute to the internal, indigenous, spiritual, most high. Trolls, only God and your mama can love you. Last but not least, one time, and we got to give it up to, our fallen tribe member, my brother, Jimmy McNair. May he fly high, you know. Here we go, here we go. Where's me go? I needs me shillings so I can troll. And we about to troll a little bit. Not a lot, just a little teeny weeny little bit. Just a little teeny weeny little bit. I give people time to come up in here. Man, I think I'm getting old. I just wake up hurting for no reason. I just wake up hurting. God dog it, man. Whew, I think I'm starting to get old. They say you only as old as you feel. Ooh, that pain is real. All right, cherry shortcake, cherry shortcake, cherry shortcake. Yeah, we gonna start this thing out today, okay? And we gonna try to be nice. If we get some trolls in, we gonna try to be nice. But we gonna start this thing out today. I just want everyone's general opinion, everyone's, perspective on this, man. I just want to know how many people feel like, salute to your cherry shortcake. I want to know how many people feel like Nolan was Nolan drowned or Nolan was unalived. You know what I mean? I just kind of like want everybody to weigh the options. So depending on how many people we get in, we'll keep that question going. But there's lots of suspicions. I was watching Willie D earlier, and Willie D showed a clip of a young white guy who's also on TikTok. And this guy actually is telling them, he was like, he's talking about the reward money. He was like, if y'all don't come clean, he's like, I'm gonna leak everything. I know Willie D showed it. I can't remember exactly what video it was because, man, I was comatose, but I was waking up in between. But on this Willie D video, Willie D showed the guy, showed the guy's TikTok and everything. And that guy just came out about that reward and said that if they don't come clean, he's going to leak everything. So that's a definite. It's definitive that something happened now. It's definitive. It's definitive. It's not even a question. And I've been looking for that clip, man. I've been looking for that clip. If y'all can just give me a moment, I really want to find that clip because y'all know I don't like to say things and not really prove it, If y'all can just give me a moment, I really want to find that. I really want to find that. You know what I mean? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, y'all give me time to try to find. I'm going to go back through my history, y'all. Just give me a second. Because I don't like to say things and don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't show receipts. But I'm telling you, it was definitely Willie D. It was definitely Willie D. I know that much. Wait, is that him? Yeah, here it is. I found it, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. I found it, y'all. Thank you for being patient. Watch this.
Every time you flush, it's like your toilet sneezes.
All right, this is Willie D. It's called Unidentified Man Warns. Make it right or I leak everything in Nolan Wells case. Yeah, that's Willie D. That's Willie D, y'all. Yeah, so salute to Willie D. I told y'all, man, something definitely happened, man. That's why they lawyered up. That's why they deactivated those accounts. That's why that medical examiner shipped his body without the throat in it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This thing is like an episode of Power, boy. It's heating it up. Boy, this is some gangster-ish right here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like some mob type shit right here, man. They sloppy with it, though. They sloppy with it. They sloppy with it, though. Y'all need to stick to robbing Wall Street or something. Y'all don't make good gangsters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't make good gangsters. Y'all some thugs, but y'all just don't make good gangsters. Y'all really don't know how to move, man. You know what I'm saying?
Willie D.
Jake. Jake from
What's up,
State
man?
Farm.
There's an old saying, money talk and BS walk. Right now, BS walking a marathon. Money is in the lead by far, man. Yeah. There's a $125,000 reward for information leading to the arrest or conviction of Nolan Wells' murderer. Yeah, fam. You got some information. They are willing to pad your pockets. Yeah, 125. You mean that's all it took? Just a reward? Huh. We might have a candidate, fam. This dude right here, he goes by the name of
here
Brad. He says that, hey, man.
Here he is, y'all. Here he is. I told y'all, boy. Hey, and he'll be good folks if he tell. I ain't gonna lie. See, I told y'all, boy. Shout out to Willie D for this one, man. Shout out to Willie D. Look, dude say he gonna tell everything. Everything, man. He say clear it up or I'ma leak everything. Everything. Yeah. He say he gonna leak everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, boy. That boy say he telling everything. Hey, I give him credit. He ain't put no mask on. He ain't hiding in the dark. He ain't blur his face out. He was like, I want you to see me. He say he telling everything, boy. For real. He said, make it right or I leak everything. Yeah. Yeah, boy. I told y'all somebody gonna get indicted, boy. I told y'all, man. Somebody placed that man body back though, boy. Somebody placed that man body back though, boy. Yeah. Yeah, I told y'all, boy. That's why they mad right now. Robbins, what's good? Hello, Mr. Uncut. I am back. What's today's conversation about? You know what I'm saying? It's Dougie. Where Dougie at? Where Dougie? Where's Dougie? Oh well, we talking about there's a guy that say he's gonna tell everything, man. We're gonna get into a little Nancy Grace. We got a little talking points we gotta discuss. And my major talking points is I wanna know who feels like Nolan drowned and who feels like Nolan was unalived. You know what I mean? Who feels like no I should have started a poll is what I should have done. Who feels like Nolan drowned? Who feels like Nolan was unalived? You know what I mean? Well, they go Dougie. Dougie! Oh, Dougie in the house. What's good, Dougie? What's good, Dougie?
Y'all gonna either come forward and make it right, or I leak everything.
Everything.
Yeah, fam.
Everything. Everything. That boy say he's gonna leak everything. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some snitching in it, pimpin'. That boy say he is gonna leak everything. All about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah. 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 Y'all gotta think, boy. There's some folks out there don't look like us. They ain't got too much money either, boy. Hey, they want to pay day too, boy. They been looking for a way to pay off that trailer and get that pickup truck fixed. Y'all better start playing. Yeah. Yeah, for real, boy. For real.
I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Leak
Me
it.
either.
Leak it.
Hey, dude, look.
I mean,
I ain't gonna
bust it
lie.
wide open. Call the plumber, man.
Listen, I believe dude too, boy. Dude look like him. Dude look dark. Hey, dude look dark, boy. He look like he just. Hey, man. Dude look like he look like he could be your next mass. Boy, you already know. He look like one of them folks. I take him serious. I believe him. I take him serious. I believe him. If that boy, look at that look on his face. That boy say he gonna tell everything. Do that boy look like he wouldn't tell? Do he look like he wouldn't do something crazy and not give a darn? I believe him. He looked the part to me. He looks the part to me, boy. He look. Y'all going in on him already? Queen Alfred, how does it feel to have German? Boy, y'all going in on somebody all day. Already, y'all stumping at the trolls up in here, man. Oh man, what's good with you, Jamari? Hey, the tribe is already on the head of a troll in the chat, man. Wow, that's crazy, boy. They already on their heads in the chat, man. Hey, my man say he telling everything.
Call the plumber.
Y'all already lit up in here, man.
Y'all think he woofing? You never know. You never know. But he said, make it right. Say that you gotta make it right.
I don't know what King Alpha did up in here in this chat, boy. The tribe is not having it, boy. The tribe is on their head, boy. Y'all say King Alpha, your dad is your brother. What y'all got going on in here, man? Oh boy. Oh, King Alfred. I just read one of your comments. I see why they on your head. I see why they on your head. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, I'm gonna let them have their fun, man. Hey, get lit on every cow. On every cow, boy. The tribe can't handle it. One thing about it, my moderators can handle it, boy. That's one thing about it. Okay, so back to dude, man. Dude look like he might be. I don't know, man. Dude, he might want to get his face tatted up. You know what I'm saying? So dude say, yeah, I'm coming to get that 125K. I'm coming to get that 125K. Ducky in. What y'all got going on in this chat? Dougie say, I'm gonna throw some sunblock at Queen Alfred. Oh man, y'all getting lit up in here, man. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, man. Let's bring more people in. Hit that like button. Let's make sure we've hit that like button, please and thank you. Well, y'all going in, boy.
But he's gonna leak everything. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna come forward.
Okay, Robbins, the white dude says remember they came out and they offered 125K for someone who had information to tell the truth. So this guy is telling all of Nolan Wells' friends, the judges, everything. He was like, if y'all don't make it right, I'm gonna leak everything. So apparently he was there. He knows the truth. He saw something. This thing is gonna get good, y'all. Yes, sir. Money talks. This thing is gonna get good, y'all. It's gonna get good. It's not even gonna take another good month. Trust me. Just a couple of weeks. This thing gonna get good because somebody else is gonna come along and add more money onto that reward. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Watch. Y'all saw how the celebrities did it with Carmelo. You know what I'm saying? This celebrity came in. I got this on his defense. I got this on his appeal defense. And then boom. Next thing you know, it's colossal. They're gonna do the same thing here. They're gonna keep raising the stakes. I guarantee it'll be at 200,000 in no time. Y'all think somebody ain't gonna say something? Y'all think somebody's not gonna say something? Come on, what's good, Money Mike? What's good, Money Mike? We got Money Mike in the house. What's good, bro? So listen, man. Money over everything. That's what I heard. I heard cash rules everything around me. You know what I'm saying? They gonna move for that money. If politicians move for money, if police move for money, if judges move for money, what make y'all think they're not going to move for money, man? You know what I'm saying? What make y'all think they not gonna move for money, man? For real, they gonna move for that. Dude say he telling everything. He ain't got no mask on, no hoodie. He was like, I want y'all to see me. I don't see that. He say, I'm telling you right now. I want y'all to see me. Look me in my face because y'all know I was there. Y'all know I was there. Look at me. See my face. You can't say I'm lying. You can't say I'm grifting. You can't say I'm just trying to get paid. You know I was there. Look at my face. If y'all don't make it right, I'm telling everything. Now that's gangster. Yeah, that's gangster, boy. That's gangster, boy. That's gangster, boy. Hey, for real. Hey, he good folks. Hey, I ride with him. I ride with him. Yeah, he said that.
Especially if that reward money continues to increase.
Watch this.
Okay, somebody's going to come forward, especially if that reward money continues to increase. Yeah. Wouldn't that be a good idea, fam? If that reward money got all the way up there,
All the way
somebody
up.
gonna crack. I mean, let that reward money get up there like it gets up there for these criminals who kill black people and get off.
Facts.
You know how they be giving that money out, you know, the uncivilized mutts will reward them for killing black people. Yeah. Even just calling black folks the N-words, you know, they lose their job, so next thing you know, they $300,000, $500,000 richer, $1 million richer. But this right here is interesting. What if we could turn the tables and we pay for justice? And what if we did that every single time? What if we just got on code? If we just got on code and said, you know, from now on, every time this happens, we coming for them. And we're gonna do whatever we gotta do. We're gonna put up a big reward every single time. Every single time we're gonna put up a reward.
Now I feel him on that. I feel him on that. But we know we can't trust everybody. So if we come together and we rally and we're gonna be like, we're gonna put up this much as a reward, you know, for anyone who comes forward once it's like someone unaliving us. I appreciate that, Robbins. Thank you. Let's put Robbins in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put Robbins in the chat. So if we do start putting up money for people to tell the truth in crimes like this, then you have to worry about not knowing who's related to who. What if the cousin did it with, you know, this person that they could be family. So it could be one person's like, hey man, we gonna hit this lick, but somebody gonna take a fall. But once we get this reward, you know, you gonna be straight. That can work against us too. That can become a hustle, is what I'm saying. That can work like a purge. You know what I mean? But I agree with the concept because you know the economy right now is busted, man. Times are hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Times are hard, man. So who don't need a few extra dollars, a few extra stacks, you know what I'm saying? Who don't need that? Who don't want that? Who wouldn't be comfortable with a few extra stacks? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Robbins. But somebody knows something. And this is evidence and proof that somebody knows something. I wonder when is the last time he saw Nolan. I wonder if the FBI is gonna swoop in and talk to him now that he's made this video saying that he's going to tell everything. I wonder if he's been questioned. I wonder if he gets questioned now that he's alleged to know something, if he's actually gonna come forward and tell the truth. Like this opens up, man. This is getting good, man. This is getting good. I'm sorry Nolan lost his life, but it won't be long before we get justice. This thing is getting good, y'all. This thing is getting good. Real talk. This thing is getting good, man. I wonder if anybody swooped in and talked to him.
We can do it. We got the money, man. We got the money for everything else. We got the money. We can do it if we wanted to. And the thing about it, fam, is that even if you're the most selfish person in the world, you may as well join the crowd because at some point, it could happen to you. At some point, it could happen to somebody that you love. And wouldn't it be cool if everybody was benevolent? Already on code, just knowing, okay, it happened here, boom, happened here, boom, happened here, boom. That's just what we do. Like they did. You dig what I'm saying? Dude said, make it right. He's talking to Nolan Wells' killers. Make it right, or I leak everything.
Why so
Yeah,
you make it right while I leak
yeah.
everything?
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Why am I so excited about this, y'all? I hope they don't make it right so he leak everything. Why am I so excited about this, man? Why am I so excited about this? I hope they never make it right and he hurry and leak everything. But he should get indicted by the grand jury too, or at least subpoena, because what you say, well, how they say it, what you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. And he's saying it. He's saying it. So he knows something. He knows something. This is, listen, if the parents of Nolan Wells got wind of this, thank you, Dougie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Dougie. I appreciate you. Let's put Dougie in the chat for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Dougie. Thank you for the support, brother. But let's say that this guy actually does get subpoena or something, right? Is he going to tell the truth? Is he going to tell the truth then? What does he know? You know, what does he know? What did he see? What was going on? What is the secret everyone was keeping? When did you leave the island? Huh? Did you ever speak to Nolan? There's so many court, man, right here. This is, man, listen, man. Listen, I guess you can't consider him a suspect. Well, shit, you could consider everybody on the island that they're a suspect. So yes, you can. Let me retract that statement. This is like primary suspect type ish right here, y'all. This is like primary suspect type ish right here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. He's coming out and saying this. You got the FBI working. You got local law enforcement working the case. You got parents working. You got Ben Crump, Al Sharpton in town. You got people, you know what I'm saying? You got judges involved. You got physicians involved. You got all these people involved. And this guy is coming out saying, if y'all don't make it right and soon, I'm leaking everything. What is he gonna leak? I thought Nolan drowned, so they say. We know better than that, though. But they lie. Their narrative was he drowned. Evidently, if this guy's talking about leaking something, I mean, it can he. I doubt he's gonna leak that Nolan drowned. I don't think we need him to confirm that. We don't have medical examiners that couldn't confirm it. I don't think he's gonna confirm that. So it's definitely gonna be something, man. This is gonna be good right here, man. It's gonna be good. If y'all ever watched what it is, G-Force or Force or something like that, man, with Tommy Egan and all that on Stars. Yeah. Hey, this Nolan Wells case is fire. I'm sorry that brother ain't here, but boy, hey, we gonna get justice for him real soon. Money talk. Money talk. I need to see that reward go up about another 100,000, about another 50,000. They'll start talking, and it's gonna be one of them young kids too. It's gonna be one of them young college students too. You know, they got to pay off tuition, and they got to pay off financial aid. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of them young college students too. Watch, watch, watch. Hell, it might be Katie. Keep playing. Keep playing. Boy, they coming for that money, boy. I'm trying to tell you, they want a new Corvette. What? What? We talking about young people, man. Y'all don't think young people gonna come get that reward, man? We always talk about YNs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't think young people coming to get them stacks, man? Y'all don't think that's enough to make somebody start singing, man? 125K right now, and it's only gonna increase. All right, Cherry said, I think he's going to end up not making it to the next hearing because there are many people trying to stop everything from being unavailable from behind the scenes and with Nolan and what Nolan really knew he wasn't supposed to. Oh, I'm with you on that, but this guy ain't walking in that fear. So he might be protected too. They all have like some type of elite parents in their community, and all of the people seem to be plugged in into the right places. So I have no reason to doubt that this guy's parents, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they might hold some authority too. We don't know. We don't know who he is. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't count him out right now. We got to count him in. We can't count him out right now. We got to count him in. We don't know how elite his parents are. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how elite his parents are. He say he telling everything.
I'm looking forward to it. This is him right here
Okay, on
on
TikTok.
TikTok. Brad, final thought.
So his name is Brad's Final Thoughts on TikTok. Brad's Final Thoughts on TikTok. That's his name. Brad's Final Thoughts. He's making himself easy for the authorities to find him, to interview him, to question him. And nobody's pulling up. This is gangster, man. God dang it, bro. They would have never did this for us. God dog it, man. Yeah, that's Willie D. They would have never did this for us. I'm telling you, man. They'll still have us on that same island since July 4th, laid face down in handcuffs. They have sharks biting out our ankles, seagulls eating out our eardrums. They would have tortured us to tell, boy. Brad's Final Thoughts on TikTok. That's right. Brad's Final Thoughts on TikTok. Yeah, man. That's him. That's the guy, man. That's the guy. Hey, salute to Willie D, man. Salute to Willie D, man. Yeah, salute to Willie D for that one, boy. Salute. Brad, yeah, my man say he snitching. He gonna 6ix9ine somebody, boy. Yes, sir. Hey, you gonna see Brad's Final Thoughts on Crime Stoppers, boy. Keep playing. Hey, Brad say he coming to get that money. That is his final thought. He coming to get that, boy. Brad don't play, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a decent following here. I mean, man got 10.4K followers, man. Like he's not mediocre, man. He gets the views, man. My goodness, he gets the views. So he's well known. He's well known. Yeah, I take him serious. I take him serious. But I got to go see if I can find him real quick, man. Let me see if I can go to his page real quick, man. See if I can find him. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. There he is right here. Yeah, found him. I'm finna follow him. Yeah, I'm finna follow him. Hey, y'all better go follow him, man. Y'all better go follow him. And he posted Willie D's video of him on his page, y'all. Hey, this is deep. Hey, look. He posted Willie D. Bruh, this is not fake news, man. I'm on his TikTok. This is not fake news. He posted Willie D's video of him on his TikTok. This guy is the real deal. Uh-oh. 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 Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's see what he's talking about, though. Let's see what he's talking about.
They have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll get this video. Willie D, if you're listening, you posted a video on your YouTube and it's on the screen, and you said that a TikTok account by the name of Brad's Final Thoughts, for those who want to know thoughts spelled with two S's on the end, said that if people don't come forward, he's going to leak everything, and you related that to Nolan Wells' death. I'm trying to figure out, how did you do that? Because when I went and watched the video, this particular person, Brad, at no portion during his video did he mention Nolan Wells' name, nor did he even tag Nolan Wells. He didn't tag Ocean Springs, Mississippi, nothing that would...
That's a stupid argument. I wouldn't tag him either. You're not going to make yourself a target. You know what I mean? You're not going to make yourself... That's a stupid argument. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know.
I leak everything. The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. The way I see it is they have one of two choices.
Okay, they said it was an altercation. They said it was an altercation on the island. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, this is a hypothetical. But let's say he's one of the guys who was in that altercation. Let's say he's beefing with one of the guys in Nolan's crew. You know what I'm saying? Let's say he wants to get even, and this is the perfect way to get even. So let's throw it. I'm speculating, yes. But let's just say that he's talking to Nolan's friends because he wants to get even. The way I see it, they can make it right, which means call me. We can patch this up. You know what I mean? We can settle this. Or I'm going to leak everything. I don't owe you guys, you know what I mean, any more loyalty. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. That sounds a little, what do y'all get from that, man? And I know he didn't tag Nolan Wells. He would have been stupid. That would have been the dumbest thing for him to do. The smartest thing for him to do is exactly how he did it. Remain suspicious, mysterious. They don't know who you're talking about. It's going to draw attention, just like it's doing right now. Drawing attention. That's what it's meant to do. So what do y'all think about him, man? What do y'all think he meant?
Brad's final thoughts. He talks a lot about that. You know, I don't know what he got in mind, but he talks a lot about that. I went down the rabbit hole on some of his videos and stuff, and yes, some of those videos are really disturbing. But yeah, he said directly to Nolan Wells' killers, make it right or I'll leak everything. And I tend to believe that he ain't really the type of dude that be bluffing like that. He seemed like he on the up and up. I could be wrong, but it just seems like he's on the up and up. Now, do y'all know what this is?
Hold on.
That's Doc.
Hold on. I'm sitting here speculating now. I am speculating. I admit I'm speculating. And I apologize to the family. I know they're grieving. But what if Nolan was sacrificed? What if everybody got broke off and he was the only one that didn't get, I guess, whatever? And he's like, make it right. What if he was actually in on it but got left out of, I don't know, y'all. I'm just brainstorming right now, man. Like, damn, man, this shit, it's suspenseful, man. It's suspenseful. Yep, Robbins 5543. You know why they definitely got backing and safety nets. He sounded like he was negotiating a deal. Okay, hold on. Let me read what Robbins said. You know what? He is holding out for money. Everyone else was paid except him. Now he is. Oh, okay. See, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bro, it sounds like it's something, man. It sounds like it's something. Don't it make you think, man? Doesn't it make you think? It's all hypotheticals, but until we get something solid, I mean, everyone's just speculating anyways. I mean, even the medical examiners are speculating his cause of death right now. So I don't think we're doing anything differently, but we're just trying, man, this, man. It's the fact that dude didn't have a mask on. Now, while everyone's saying like, oh, well, he never said Nolan Wells' name, I ain't heard nobody come out from Ocean Springs and say that they don't know this guy. Huh? I haven't heard anyone come out from Ocean Springs, Nolan's crew, none of them people that was there on that boat, and say that they don't know this guy or no one's ever seen him before. I ain't heard that yet. You know what I'm saying? Right, Cherry Shortcake. Cherry Shortcake says he had to sacrifice Nolan to get whatever he was trying to achieve. I'm with you. I'm with you. As we come in, ladies and gentlemen, let's hit that like button. Oh, man, we are in here speculating now. This thing is getting deep. This thing is getting deep, man. Man, I'm telling you, I be thinking about this case in my sleep, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This thing is getting deep. Every day it's a different turn. It's something new. It's something more compelling. You know what I mean? It's something more suspenseful, man. It's like waiting to get home to get to that good TV show, you know what I'm saying, or that good basketball game, or that good boxing match. Oh yeah, this is it right now. This is it right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was Warren. Warren Hodges did the interview with the officer Tatum. But yeah, this is it right now, man. He don't need to. He was definitely a part of this. No one's came out and said that he wasn't. You know, we heard that video of the guy saying, well, Willie D, you said that he's talking to Nolan Wells, but he never tagged Nolan Wells or said Nolan Wells' name. They know who he was talking to. They know who he was talking to. And ain't none of them came out and responded to him. None of them. So right now, count me in. Yes, I believe it. Count me in. Let me go back on his TikTok and see if he's left anything else suspenseful. And he posted this right around this time, y'all. He posted this right around the time of this case. I mean, come on. Come on, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get back in here. Get back in here. Let's get back in here.
I don't know how much I can share, but they are literally watching my house now. You guys gotta quit. Guys, they're watching my house now. You guys gotta stop. Look, I don't know how much I can share, but they are literally watching my house now. You guys gotta quit. Guys, they're watching my house now. You guys gotta stop. Look, I don't know how much I can share, but they are literally watching my house now. You guys gotta quit. Guys, they're watching my house now. You guys gotta stop. Look, I don't know how much I can share, but they are literally watching my house now.
I don't know how much I can share, but they're literally watching my house now. Come on, man. We gonna get some answers soon. He had to just post that because it wasn't there a few minutes ago when I was on his page. He had to just post that. Oh, we gonna get some answers. They'll have him in custody by tonight.
Guys, they're watching my house now. You guys gotta stop.
Let's see what the comments are saying. Hold on. I'm gonna see what the comments are saying real quick. All right. They're saying, just tell us what happened. That's Mr. T. You know? Miss One and Only Goddess. No, you start posting now and tell. Somebody say, share the video. Somebody say he's rage baiting. There's always someone who's going to say that. Then release the truth of what you know. Duh. This dude lives in Springfield, Missouri. Tell the truth and call the feds. They think you are the guy in the pic from a pool party. You got a full neck tat super quick. Why would release a video saying what you said? You should have just put it out. Stop what you're doing. Euphemist. I guess none of y'all really looked into him. Go back and watch all his other videos. Somebody say take the money and move. There's people saying he's lying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think, man?
What do you guys think about during the BLM protests when they were literally burning down black-owned businesses? Black-owned businesses were hanging up signs in their windows saying, "We're black-owned, don't burn us down. We're with you." And you know that they're not really with you because they didn't have that victimhood mentality. They would have never been able to be successful in the United States and own a business. So they weren't really with you. They just didn't want to get burnt down. And you were still burning them down anyways, by the way. What is something that you can't do as a black American that I can do as a white American? And whenever you can't answer that question, you have to then stop and realize maybe you're just a lazy bitch. Now, I'm talking about you specifically as a American, not a race or group of people, since you want to turn it into a race thing. I know black Americans who are more successful than me, bigger bank accounts than me, bigger house than me. Would you call that black privilege, or would you just say that that's somebody without a victimhood mentality who is an American citizen who is taking the opportunities whenever they see them? Instead, you're choosing to use the pain and suffering of your ancestors to be a lazy bitch. They must be rolling over in their graves, knowing that instead of taking the opportunities they never thought possible, you're choosing to be lazy. Do better. He said that my white privilege is showing.
Oh boy. I know he's responding to somebody, but right then he sounded like he could have helped unalived Nolan Wells. You know what I'm saying? He's like he could have helped. Wow. Oh, and he's a Charlie Kirk supporter. That should be obvious. I don't think he would have been on Nolan's side, y'all. I think maybe that crew does owe him something. I think maybe he put in some work too. I think maybe he was in, yeah, that was definitely a deal. I forget which one of y'all said it, but yeah, between Robbins and Sherry Shortcake, it was one of y'all. But you're absolutely right. I think he got the raw end of the deal. He put in work and he didn't get what he was supposed to get. Cause ain't no way that he's team Nolan. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way he's team.
Roger Mitchell. He is the pathologist.
Okay, I remember the name. So this is the pathologist or the medical examiner that did the second autopsy on Nolan Wells in Washington, D.C. So this is the one that received Nolan's body with no throat, no lungs, no nothing. This is he. This is he.
Forensic and anatomic pathologist who did the autopsy, the independent autopsy on.
We're gonna cover
Nolan
Nancy
Wells.
Grace right here.
Yeah. He's best known for serving as the chief medical examiner for Washington, D.C. and as president of the National Medical Association. So, dude ain't no chump. They knew what they were doing when they went after him. He is the best in the business. So, if there's foul play.
So, the medical examiner, Stacy, I forget her last name already. Anyways, she's under fire right now. She's under fire. We just heard this guy, Brad's Final Thoughts, come out and say that there's lots of things unfolding. We have no specifics, but I do have that Nancy Grace queued up, and I wanted to get into that. Nolan Wells, medical examiner, accused of tampering with his body. Okay, here's Nancy Grace.
To start a podcast with Riverside, all you need is a concept and a way to record it. Here's how it works. First, go to riverside.fm and open an account.
Bombshell tonight.
Okay, fair use and educational purposes, because y'all know Nancy Grace don't play about getting people's pages stricken and stuff, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad I'm just playing the audio and not the video too. But whew, y'all wish me luck on this one, because she is strict about her content, y'all. She is strict. So fair use, educational purposes, literary purposes, commentary purposes. Let's hit that like button. Let's get some people in here and let's get lit, man. Let's go. Nolan Wells autopsy. Furor as FBI swoops in.
Nolan Wells autopsy furor. This as the FBI swoops in. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. I find it very difficult to believe that not one, but two
We back at
medical
it.
examiners
We back at
cannot
it.
figure out why he had deep
Insatiable,
red
what's good, brother?
subcutaneous markings.
Preliminary findings, and this is significant. Focal area of red discoloration in the soft tissue of the back of the head, the occipital region. He said the etiology is unknown at this time. He said the body was received after the initial autopsy. He said the body had marked decompensation. Another limitation faced by this forensic pathologist was the absence of the anterior internal neck structures. The trachea and the laryngeal cartilage, the thyroid horn, and the hyoid bone were not received with the body. So he's saying that the throat was not received with the body when he got Nolan Wells' body in Washington, D.C. to perform the second autopsy.
The only question that we have is what happened to our son.
That's what we want to know too, but I think it's some gangster man. We talking about a group of like, what, 18 to 20 years? It was adults out there too, but within Nolan's crew. It was like high school seniors to maybe sophomore, college type ages, you know what I mean? Who all knew each other since like elementary school and stuff, and obviously the parents know each other. They grew up in the same community. So this is a tight-knit circle right here. So we're talking about a young group of people. We're talking about a young group of people. We've been young before. We know young people can do some stupid things, y'all. Y'all know the secrets we keep when we young. Y'all know the loyalties we pledge to when we, y'all know. Don't act like we ain't never been young now. Don't act like we've never been young. Y'all know.
The only question. We have consistently been degraded by the public. There's been questions about our parenting, our GoFundMe, this, that, and other. I've been called a racist. I am a healthcare provider, and I take my job very seriously. I love everyone. And it's been difficult for us, but we are leaning into our faith, leaning into one another, also leaning into all of you.
You were saying family attorney Ben Crump.
Cherry Shortcake, I feel you. I'm telling you, I cannot let go of this. I'm still with Brother Carmelo too. I haven't forgot about him. It's just, to me, that's kind of much at a standstill until he's back on appeal. You know what I mean? It's not like we have cameras inside the prison and know he's okay or whatever, you know. So I still support Carmelo. I haven't forgotten about him. But this right here is just compelling because it's the same state they did this to with Emmett Till and Medgar Evers. Mississippi is like really, oh man. Whew. I would not want to be black and be living in Mississippi right now. And that's probably what they want. They probably want everyone out. We don't know. They probably want everyone who look like us out. But to cover it up is evil, man. To cover it up is evil, man. You know what I'm saying? We know we do some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Indigenous people. We indigenous people do some things. But we also know that we had them grandmamas that was gonna turn your butt in regardless. We had them mamas that didn't play that, they was gonna turn your butt in regardless. Oh, you gonna do right. If you don't go down there and tell, I'm gonna tell on, you know what I'm saying? We had that. These parents are cleaning it up for their children just because, well, they don't want to see their child who has a YT complexion, you know what I'm saying, do time for unaliving a black kid. But yet they were all excited to see Carmelo, you know, get time for unaliving a YT. And they weren't even satisfied with the time Carmelo got. They wanted Carmelo to get like the death penalty. But where's that energy now for just what's right versus wrong? For justice, you know what I'm saying, rather than injustice. Where is that energy now? But yet they're saying it's not about race. I went through Mississippi and Alabama and I never lived there again. I hear you. I hear you. I'm not even interested in visiting. I'm not even interested in visiting. Nope. Mm-mm. But these are the people who saying that it's not about race. If it's not about race, if it's just simply about right versus wrong, then how come the same people who were taking up for Austin Metcalf aren't keeping the same energy for Nolan Wells? Nolan Wells ain't touched nobody. Nolan Wells ain't do none of that. None of that. I'm just saying, that's the way they're raising them. That is why they covering it up. Cherry Shortcake says, yes, it is. It is, and that's where my people's from. I've had my own issues with Mississippi, and I'll never step foot there again. And this was in '04, and I almost didn't make it back to safety. I feel you. Money Mike says, like, share, and subscribe. That's coming from the longest member on the channel, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The first member ever on to my channel, Money Mike. You know what I mean? So my man say hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. You'd be surprised what a person would do over a girl. A young person. A young person. That's what I'm saying. We got to put ourselves, you know what I'm saying, back at their mind frames, their ages. We've been young before. We've been young before. Right. 2 incidents, you're right.
Followed by Nolan Wells' mother speaking, "Dear Lord in heaven, what is wrong with people? If this were your child, wouldn't you want to know what happened?" He goes out with...
I gotta read it. I gotta read it. Even if it get me shadow banned, I gotta read it. Y'all know I like a good one. Y'all just snap. I got to read it. Y'all say, he black too, and Nelly's sweet blonde cheeks. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh. I couldn't ignore it, man. I couldn't ignore it. Y'all know I'm stupid. Hey, y'all, that was a good one, bro. Salute, bro. Y'all nailed that one, boy. Boy, I love my tribe, boy. Y'all the best, boy. Y'all the best.
Friends, they all come out. He's dead. I don't understand the hate directed toward Nolan's family and to everyone looking for answers. At this hour, I don't think anyone is guilty, but I do know that there is a conflict in the stories, and we are not stopping until we know what happened to Nolan Wells. So you can send all the hate and vitriol.
And I'm going to keep speculating until I find out what happened to Nolan Wells. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for Nancy either, but Nancy is really on this one. Nancy is drawing attention to it. And Nancy is on the Nolan Wells side of things. So, hey, we asked for good white folks. We got it. She's going to rally all the good white folks. Yes. And I hope they add on to that reward that's going on, too. Hey, this can only work out for good. We want justice. We shouldn't care how we get it as long as we get it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want no all white grand jury though. No, no all white grand juries. No more. No.
You want. Have at it. That from our friends over at NAACP. Straight out to Joseph Scott Morgan. We got an all-star panel lined up to analyze what's happening at this hour. As we are learning, the FBI has swooped into this investigation. And that is not disparaging local law enforcement, although they did apparently jump the gun at the get-go and say no foul play suspected. Well, I suspect foul play because
That
I
right
don't
there.
know any differently. Maybe.
Listen. And we haven't heard from that sheriff since, right? We haven't heard from that sheriff since. What if that sheriff is in on it? What if that sheriff is the one that took Nolan's body back to that island? You know what I mean? What if the sheriff is in on it, y'all? I'm just saying, we ain't heard him say nothing else. He jumped out the gate before anything took place, and he's like, well, we don't suspect any foul play. Was that his way of making sure? Was he like saying, I got this, don't worry, I'm going to clean this up for y'all? It's going to be no foul play? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The body popped back up after the sheriff and everyone had helped conduct the search on July 5th. And then we heard that Cajun Navy guy retract his statement. First, he said that Nolan had on the shorts and a shirt. And now he's going back saying that Nolan only had on shorts. And then we just heard Brad's final thoughts say, if y'all don't, come on. He just said, if y'all don't come clean, I'm leaking everything. Y'all, I don't care what nobody say, boy. It's something going on. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That Cajun guy's got to be in on it too. Something ain't right. I wouldn't trust nobody, boy. If it's a squirrel humping in the woods right now, boy, them squirrels was in on it too. You know why? Because they all in Mississippi. I don't trust Mississippi. Huh? I don't even trust the raindrops in Mississippi, huh? God done it, the rain in on it too. Yeah, Judge Ashley Cole, she's calling the shots. And the lawyers got everybody, you know what I'm saying, like on a gag order. The medical examiners and the physicians and everything are all on the same team. Come on, man. Come on. This is a monopoly, y'all. This is a monopoly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's cook. Let's cook.
It will turn out to all be an accident. But as of right now, we need a full-on investigation. Joe Scott Morgan, before I give you a very, very long intro bio, where's the throat? I know we have deep red markings on the occipital bone that's in the back of the, thank you. This is directly from.
Okay, I don't want to play her video and show it. So I'd rather give y'all a still shot of what she's saying and then go back and play the video. I really got to do this the smart way, y'all. So this is what she's talking about in the back of Nolan's head on this autopsy. That's the area she's talking about. This is definitely a conspiracy. Hey man, this some gangster-ish right here, man. But they sloppy with it though. They sloppy with it. I'm telling you, they need to, man, God dog.
The autopsy. We want you to see what the family has seen. Don't you think, Joe Scott Morgan, that the second medical examiner might need the throat to figure out what happened? I mean, Joe Scott.
They kept the
It's
throat.
on fire.
I believe Stacy, I forget her last name, but she's the medical examiner in Mississippi. I believe she kept the throat because she did see signs of strangulation. She's calling it undetermined. And she saw the signs. But the sheriff had already shot her a dog whistle and said that I don't see any signs of foul play. So she had to overlook it and write a death certificate that was to his likings. Okay? So undetermined, as she has a history of doing. undetermined. You know what I mean? But to make sure that the second independent report matched her report of undetermined, she had to hold back the very things that she was lying about in her report. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? She couldn't send them parts because then their report wouldn't have matched her faulty report. She's lying, saying that it's undetermined, and she knows that she found something in the lungs. She knows that she saw strangulation or something in the neck. She knows she found something in the stomach. She knows it. But she's got to stay on code. So what do you do to make sure that these second independent autopsy report matches yours? You hold back the very things you lied about. The very things that can cause a conflict in between the content of your two reports. Well, they still got to do DNA testing. I don't think they can exchange it. They've got to do DNA testing. Black organs have melanin in it. I understand that, but they would have had to remove the organs anyways just to do an autopsy. What I'm saying is the very organs she kept are the very organs that, had she told the truth on her report, allegedly, that showed that it was an unaliving. He got murked rather than drowning. But that sheriff had already come out and said he does not suspect any foul play. That's a whistle. That's a dog whistle. He's telling everyone to get on code. Get on code. We all hang out together. We know each other. This ain't our first rodeo. Get on code, ladies and gentlemen. If she would have sent that throat and his lungs and etc., I believe we would have saw arrest the same day that they made that. What was it? Yesterday they broke the news on that report.
Seems that Nolan Wells had been lynched, that he had been strangled, asphyxiated. Do I believe a lynching occurred? No, I do not believe that. But
It's
I do know
believable.
I need to see the neck.
It's believable.
Yeah, and let me tell you where the neck is. Or the organs of the neck, as it's referred to. These neck structures are actually being held by the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office. And they don't just arbitrarily hold things like this, Nancy. This is something that would commonly go with the body when the body is released. So I deduce the fact that they have seen something there that they're trying to hold on to.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cherry Shortcake says, you know them Neanderthals unalive for our melanin, and an ounce of melanin is worth billions to them sharp races. Let it go is note that is what we do when we want to dispose of things we don't want to come out. And I report to cover our reports.
From an evidentiary value. Remember, the state still has an ongoing investigation in this case, and they see evidentiary value in this. And yes, I know that the second autopsy prosector up in DC would have liked to have seen this, but he understands this, why they would retain it. And it is being retained, I can promise you that, as are other tissue samples. But the problem is that when you get into these structures in the neck, one of the things you're trying to assess is, was this a drowning? Also, is there any kind of trauma? If people will just put their hands right here in the midline of your neck, you'll feel that kind of cartilaginous body there that is cartilage, right? That can be fractured. Need I remind you, Epstein, right? So you have to examine this. Also, here's our word, Nancy. They're talking about the hyoid is missing as well. So they don't have
Show
that. They
me
retained.
Joe Scott Morgan, because show me Joe Scott. You
And that had to be where the most extensive damage showed. That had to be the very thing that was going to prove there was foul play. They withheld that evidence for. We just watched Judge Snowroach in the Carmelo case. We just watched him withhold evidence. We watched Carmelo's defense attorney withhold evidence. These people are going to withhold evidence. If it's going to work in their favor, they're going to make sure that no one ever sees differently, man, and knows differently, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And that neck got to be important due to strangulation. And if you somebody, it's still strangulation. So I can see some hemorrhage, like I can see how this can, come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna tell you one thing I know for sure. One thing I know for sure, and y'all know I don't mean this to be racist, but hey, this got YT written all over it, boy. This method of operation right here, this strategy, this got YT written all over it. Y'all can't blame this one on us. This one got YT written all over it. All over it.
Hi, we know what it is because you and I have handled a ton of asphyxiation, ligature, manual strangulations, you name it. Hi, explain. So delicate.
Yeah, and it's very, very far up the neck, Nancy. And one of the things that happens is that with the hyoid, it's generally only traumatized as a result of direct pressure that's generally applied by a throttling event or a C-clamp like this, throttling meaning like this. So manual strangulation, and an outlier here is ligature strangulation, but primarily hands-on. So they're looking for little fractures in here all along the way. So that
I heard someone say in the comment box that the guy that did the interview is bold as brass. That's Warren. He's also the same one who had Nolan's cell phone, and his mother, Ashley Cole, is the judge. His stepmother is the judge. And she came out and made a statement to clear him right after the sheriff said something. Right after the sheriff said something. This thing is deep like vagina walls, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. This thing is deep like vagina walls right now, man.
has to be dissected, along with these other, there's a couple of other structures that you look at as well. They've held on to this for some reason. I don't have the answer for that, but I can tell you it's being preserved. I don't know if they're getting further
And they also cleaned a boat at his house 3 a.m. in the morning. That was Jack's them family boat. And Nolan's car was at Jack's house. Nolan's keys was at Jack's house, which tells me that Jack's them had to transport, you know, the truck. I don't know. Transport the boat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they drove Nolan's car back from the dock. I don't know, y'all. These are all the questions. These are all the questions. Right, their whole town is related by DNA ties and also cover up everything together. Yep, exactly. And told everyone to lawyer up and close their social media accounts. That's her. That's Ashley. Yes, that's the judge. That's the stepmother. That's her. That's her. Blessings to you too.
consultation on their end, that is the state. And I'm sure that. Yep.
Stop. Joe Scott, you're
Yes,
giving
ma'am.
me so much information. Let me tell everybody, if they don't know who you are, why you're here tonight. Okay? Joe Scott Morgan is a death investigator. He has investigated over 10,000 death scenes of all natures. You've only got a few choices. You've got homicide, suicide, accident, natural causes like a heart attack, and unexplained. Tonight, we've got 2 unexplained medical examiner's reports.
Yeah.
Why? We don't have the lungs in a potential drowning case. Why? We don't have the neck in a potentially, as you said, throttling case. Why?
Yeah.
Those are the 2 main things I want to see. Joe Scott Morgan, professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University, with a world-class criminal procedure department. I've toured it myself. He's the author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon, and he is the star of the hit podcast Body Bags with Joe Scott Morgan and so much more, but that would take the whole program. Joe Scott, really? With allegations floating, very incendiary allegations of lynchings, of throttlings, of ligatures. The main thing I want to see, the lungs and the neck, and they're both missing. I have a problem.
Well, I don't know that the lungs are necessarily missing. Let me tell you how this works. They have done sections of the lungs at the ME's office in Mississippi. Now, the one thing that is included in this report relative to the second autopsy that's been released is that the doctor here, who is a fantastic doctor, highly credentialed, knows what he is doing, former chief medical examiner for DC, he is stating that he has taken tissue samples. He repeats this over and over again in the report. He submitted this for his own histology. Why is that important? Well, if you get into the lungs, that lung tissue, and he can identify it even in it, I'm going to be real graphic here, it arrived in a bag, okay? So he would have to pick through this, find lung tissue in there, and then sample that. And he's going to be looking microscopically for signs of drowning there, and he'll make his own assessment. One of the things I'm concerned about, Nancy, and I hope...
Y'all bear with me, tribe. I ain't gonna lie. It's raining outside. It's cold in here. I'm trying to make me a cappuccino real quick. You know what I mean? I ain't leaving y'all abandoned. I'm trying to make me a cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? I'm skin and bones. I'm in here shaking. I'm in here shaking right now. I'll be right with you, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta have my cappuccino.
That they did this down in Mississippi is that when they do this initial examination, did they do diatom testing, which is you're looking for these little bits of algae that are distinct to both freshwater and saltwater. And if you find that within the system, that's also an indication that the individual may have been submerged and taken on water. So right now we've got a lot of questions, but as the second doctor says, this is all still pending investigation.
With scattered showers this morning. Now, the line of very heavy rain is pushing northward, so we saw it almost stagnant over the same areas. Time when we come in, it's dark.
It's storming outside.
How deep that water is, so just be careful.
Keep your home safe from water with an easy barrier.
It's storming outside, ladies and gentlemen. It's storming.
I'm trying to digest and make sense of everything Joe Scott Morgan just told me about what I'm...
Man, I gotta turn this fan off. It's raining outside. Y'all want to hear the thunder? All right, let me get caught up with some comments. I'm live myself, but my account algorithm is manipulated by attackers. So hey, me too. I'm just, the last couple of streams have been okay, but yeah, that's been me for the past 3 months. We've been talked about that. I believe I've been on your page and everything and heard you singing. I know exactly who you are. Mark. I know exactly who you are.
know is that I don't have the lungs and a potential drowning, and I don't have the neck and a potential throttling, as he called.
And let me say, you are talented. You know, you are talented. You got some vocals. You do your thing. I give that to you. You do your thing. Salute to you. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing. Gotta get my email, brother. Get my email. Get my email. GE. I'm gonna have to post it. the sky is angry out there. Do y'all hear that? Boy, the sky is angry out there.
Do y'all hear that?
Yeah, YouTube being gracious to me the past 2 days. They taking me out of YouTube jail. Man, I've been in YouTube jail for like the past 3 months, man. That's why I'm trying to behave. I'm trying to behave. All right, that is the email, which I am gonna be, changing these emails out, but. Give me just a second, y'all. I gotta get to my cappuccino. All right. All right. There we go.
And again, Joe Scott, we don't have evidence of any strangulation, be it manual or ligature, except that deep red discoloration. And I read in the autopsy report, it was about 12 by 8. How can that be? Explain to me what they're talking about.
Yeah, can we please put that drawing up that the doc rendered there? You know something interesting about that mark, Nancy? This thing has got kind of, as he has drawn it out here, that red indication that he's done with a pen on this anatomical diagram, Nancy, that's got what is referred to as kind of specific margins, doesn't it? It almost appears as though there is a pattern there, and it extends. If folks at home will take their hand and put it on that kind of bony prominence in the back of your head, that's called your occiput. Okay, that's where the occipital bone is. So it looks like it's just beneath there. So right along that edge, this thing's got margins. It almost looks like it could potentially have a pattern, hard to say, but do you see how he has it drawn out there? It's almost like a rectangular shape. When you talk about decomposition, which he does extensively here, and he says he can't make a full assessment because of the status of the decomposition. Decomposition is what's called diffuse. That means it kind of spreads out randomly. What he has drawn there, at least from his estimation there, or his rendering that he's done there, puts margins on this thing. You got a top end, a bottom end, and you got sides.
Okay, all that said, what does it mean? Because to me, Dr. Kendall Crowns, who I respect deeply, by the way, suggested it was blood pooling. I'm not buying that because it's nowhere else. We don't see that anywhere else on the body. Hey, Caitlin Becker joining me, senior national correspondent, New York Post. She's a star of New York Postcast, like podcast, but Postcast. Caitlin, thanks for being with us tonight. Caitlin, I had it out with Dr. Kendall Crowns yesterday. He has superior knowledge, so I was at a disadvantage, but I'm still sticking to my guns. I don't see how the blood in his body can pool in one location on the whole back of his body, even if he's laying on his back. Hold. Brian Trasher, Vice President, United Cajun Navy. Brian, isn't it true that when Nolan was found, he was face down, repeat, face down on the beach, just at the water's edge? And that's, let's see the aerial video when I'm talking to Brian so everybody can see what he's talking about. Go ahead, Brian.
Yes, ma'am. He was face down on the beach right at the water's edge. I'm not sure if he was spotted still floating and they brought him in, or if he washed up right there, but I can only describe where I saw him as we flew over the island.
Brian Trasher, based on the photo that I received.
So he was found face down on the beach, and it's been rumored, allegedly, that he was transported face down. Once they retrieved his body, the two those two ladies came out and said they had a friend something. I think y'all heard the same thing. I covered it here. Um, there's a lot going on, but what's even more suspicious is the family went back to that island and searched by themselves, and then went out and searched with the sheriff and everyone. And no one, the dad came out and said that they walked that same area many a times. So to see Nolan's body wash up right there, like that was, man, this someone placed him there, man. Up there is one. There is one. There is Randy. Randy was one of those type of people that say Carmelo woke up and put that poker in his backpack, and he knew he was gonna go kill him a young YT. He knew he was gonna go unalive a young YT. You see, Randy's one of those people. Randy's one of those people. He was drunk and drank. You don't know that. You're just repeating what you heard. Nobody drunk off of no darn beer, man. If a Mexican don't get drunk off of Sabasa, nobody's getting drunk off of Sabasa. No. No, that man was able to swim. Why wasn't nobody else drunk and drowned? That man knew how to swim. Exactly. His body was taken back to that island. His body was taken back to that island. Straight up. Like the way you could tell you can tell a racist, man. You can tell a racist. From the Carmelo and Anthony case to this case, because they come in and say, oh, he was drunk. And they just make up their own little lie and believe it and go around repeating it like no matter how many times they say it's going to make it true. It's a lie and you sound ignorant and you're letting everyone know that you're a racist. You know what I mean? Like, honestly. You're letting everyone know that you are a racist.
From an undisclosed source, he was face down, almost as if he were asleep, with one leg slightly out to the side. Okay, face down. Do you agree with that, Brian?
Has anyone actually made it to level 4 before? If you're slightly congested, use level 1.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay, back to...
So I think this is the... Yes, he could swim. Randy, the man, learned how to swim in the YMCA as a freaking young kid. He was a competitive swimmer. You really need to get your facts right. You need to get your facts right. Contrary to what you believe, there's lots of black people who can swim, homie, and you're talking to one. Again, you're just letting us know you're racist. Now, if I tell you you smell that 3-day-old trailer piss, how would you feel? Knowing most of you don't wash your butts, how would you feel? That's not even an argument about him being alive when he's put in the water. That's not what Randy's talking about. Randy's being racist and saying that most black people can't swim, basically. That's why he keeps saying that he drowned.
Caitlin Becker, Senior, National Correspondent, New York Post, star of New York Postcast. Caitlin, what can you tell me about claims that his body was sent to the second autopsy, the independent autopsy, face down?
There seems to be a lot of questions about how Nolan's body was received, found, sent. If he was sent face down, that also doesn't make sense to me for the claim that it would be blood pooling in the back of his head, because if he's face down, wouldn't blood pool just by nature of gravity this way if he was found face down? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But as I was listening to you and Joseph Scott Morgan talk, I mean, I don't know the terrain here, but if they're keeping the throat for potential throttling and you see this mark on the back of the head, if you're thinking in terms of someone's head pressed up against it, if there's something behind my head and you're pressing me this way, but by not knowing the manner or cause of...
We'll let Randy stay. Don't put him out. Let Randy stay. But y'all get on his head if y'all need to. Y'all do what the tribe do. But let Randy stay. It's been so long since we had numbers in here. I respect trolls. As long as he don't get too disrespectful, let him stay. Let him stay. Yeah, they have this black obsession with us. That's what I'm saying. Let them stay. Let them learn. Let them learn. They can only help my numbers. Let them stay.
Death, we're kind of jumping to a conclusion there. So it just seems like every single layer there is more questions than answers. And the mark on the back of the head, and not seeing in the autopsy report that there were really marks or signs of trauma anywhere else, was really particularly curious. Why just there? What caused it? And we don't really have those answers about whether or not there was significant trauma to the flip of that, to the front, because as you said, throat wasn't sent for the second autopsy.
So back to you, Joe Scott Morgan. I'm going to bring in the rest of the panel in just one moment. Joe Scott, how could...
Okay, I told y'all when they first broke the news of the autopsy report, I told y'all that there's going to be many people who's going to say that area back here that was red, inside his skull, but like right out underneath his brain, on the soft side of his brain, however you pronounce. I'm not a medical examiner, but I'm just trying to repeat how they said it. But I told y'all there were going to be people who were going to be saying that Nolan fell off of that boat, or when he drowned, his body probably hit some rocks as he washed up the shore. They're going to come up with an excuse for everything. They're going to come up with an excuse for everything. They know what's going on. And there's been a guy who has come out and said if they don't come clean, he's going to leak everything. Brad's final thoughts on TikTok. On TikTok. Brad's final thoughts. That's thoughts with 2-letter S's. Thoughts with 2 S. Randy has to be a bot. Randy's like that little remedial kid in class that's just got Tourette's. He's just going to keep yelling out things for attention. Yeah, Randy's like one of them little remedial kids. He's just going to keep yelling out things for attention until someone pays him some attention. So Randy, just don't disturb the class and you'll be okay, Randy. You'll be okay, okay? You'll be all right. We're going to sit you in the back of the class with a cone hat on. You used to wearing those anyways. You know what I mean? And they have every right to sue someone. You know what, Randy, you have a very low IQ. And I could tell that you're going to make my brain hurt from your ignorance. So listen, if you want to talk to me, you got to put some melanin behind your statements and your comments. You got to add some color to it. It usually comes in the form of a super chat. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, I'm just trying to make some money, too. You understand what I'm saying? I don't deal with people like you for free. I don't deal with people like you for free.
The deep reddened markings.
Randy's letting everyone know he's racist with the things he's saying. Randy, let me go ahead and tell you this, because I'm black, Randy, don't mean I'm a liberal. It don't mean I'm a Democrat, Randy. I'm not a conservative either. I'm a free thinker. I think for myself. Both parties are evil. Y'all run both parties. Why would I trust either one of you? Oh, Randy, they on your head now. I told you, Randy. I told you, they on your head now, Randy. I rest my case, Randy. Don't run, Randy. They on your head now, Randy. You did it to yourself.
At the back of the head, the occipital. How could that come from the blood sinking down post-mortem? It just, first he was face down. So it's not, it would sink to the blood would go to his face.
Yeah, that Brad kid ain't playing.
The lowest point. But
I found it. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, I found it. I'm on his TikTok. I'm subscribed. I found it. He ain't playing. He is not playing.
I think he went broke that one.
Mm-hmm. Give me just a second. Oh, yeah, I found it. Because I don't like to say stuff and then don't show proof, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I found him. And that dude, they talk about him in the chat right now. That dude ain't playing. Randy, some of y'all are too obsessed with politics. Y'all some extreme radicals, man. Y'all some extreme radicals. There's nothing political about this.
When I die, do me a favor. Don't post a picture on. They're watching my house now. You guys gotta stop. Look, I don't know how much I can share, but they are literally watching my house now.
Now he goes from that to, hold on.
To my family and friends.
No, that ain't it. Oh, right here.
The way I see it is they have one of two choices. One, they can make things right, or two, I leak everything. The way I see it is
say
they
Randy.
have one of two choices.
Might say, Randy, go get some sunscreen. It's gonna get hot in here. You said it's gonna get hot in here. Randy, some of y'all are too obsessed with politics. Y'all some extreme rap.
After that, after he's dead for a period of days, I don't see how the blood could then continue to pool in a different direction. And we are getting reports that he was sent to the second autopsy face down. I find that hard to believe, but that's according to reports.
Yeah, and so understand this with decomposition. Okay.
So the blood.
Why
the blood would be.
Well, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate everyone who subscribed. Make sure we hit that like button, and please, pick a membership pack. It's cheap. When we get enough people as members, I'm gonna start doing members only content. So pick you a package, pick you a deal. It's all cheap. If you want to show support. Thank you to everyone who has hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. But why was it? It was almost ritualistic when you think about it, that he's face down when they find him. It was alleged that he was face down when they transported him after finding him. It almost sounds like some kind of ritualistic cult, man. FBA 420, FBA Kush Boy. What's good? It almost sounds like some type of ritualistic cult. Randy, are you feeling all alone yet, Randy? Randy, are you just in here all by yourself, Randy? Are you okay? Randy, do you notice how we all looking you in your face and you hiding behind a mask? Notice how you see all those pictures, all those faces looking at you? You know what I'm saying? Randy just trolling, y'all.
It's like I said, it's going to be diffused. And
Turtle
this
Peace.
Second autopsy, I don't
Member
know if
for
people are
5
aware
months.
of this,
What's
but you
good,
can read
Turtle
through
Peace?
the report itself, and it's very, it's very, very graphic in the sense that this doctor that did this case, that did the follow-up, he did such an extensive dissection here. I'm talking about stuff that we don't know.
That word bothers me. I always skip school on dissection day. When we had to dissect frogs and all that stuff, I always skip school. Did you hear? He just made it sound like it was just like,
it wasn't nothing.
Like it was nothing. Like we're just desensitized to it. This is the most precise, more dissection. He said, we're talking about a human body, somebody who was unalive, who should still be alive right now. And y'all talk about him like a damn science project. Now that was kind of disturbing. What's good, Turtle Peace? You know what I'm saying? That was kind of disturbing.
To the second autopsy.
Watch how he does this.
Face down. I find that hard to believe, but that's according to reports.
Yeah, and so understand this with decomposition. Okay, it's like I said, it's going to be diffused. And this second autopsy, I don't know if people are aware of this, but you can read through the report itself, and it's very, it's very, very graphic in the sense that this doctor that did this case, that did the follow-up, he did such an extensive dissection here. I'm talking about stuff that we don't normally do at autopsy. He's done the back, he's done the buttocks, he's done the backs of the legs, the arms, the hands, even the back of the head. He took this even further than the people in Mississippi did. And this is something that we normally do, so folks understand, this is something we normally do with an in custody death, all right?
They cut this man the F up, man.
Yeah, they chopped him
Yeah, Dougie, go get your herbals, man. Go get your herbals. They, man. Golly, man. They really like, this family could not have had an open casket had they wanted to, man. That would have been so disrespectful to Nolan.
They didn't
You
have a
know,
home care. They were closed.
yeah, it was closed. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't have had an open one if they wanted to. Everyone was so
No,
upset with him.
yeah, because they didn't
Yeah,
take it.
that's,
Nope.
oh
No,
my
that
God,
shit
he wasn't there. Like he wasn't there. He was
They
he
dissect
was
him, like they say.
pieces, man.
They
You know what I'm
dissect
saying?
that man.
They dissect the heck out of him, sewed him back together. Probably had him looking like Dr. Frankenstein or something. And that's just, oh my God, that's, they talking about mistreating a corpse, and to me that's the same.
Abuse of a corpse.
Yeah, to me that seems like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Too much.
Abusive, disrespectful. That just seems like, yeah, that bothered me, y'all. I'm trying to get back. Let me clear my head. I'm trying to get back. That just bothered me, man. That just bothered me, man. They in there just Edward Scissorhanding the man. You know what I mean? They just Wolverineing the man. Come on, man.
With where it is this extensive, and he doesn't see anything from a hemorrhagic standpoint like direct trauma. The big question is this pattern on the back of his head, and I'm calling it a pattern because of the way he's demonstrated this with his diagram on the back of this thing, and he doesn't go into great detail about that in the autopsy report. So how did it get there?
What I want to know is all these witnesses are right there. Brian Trasher, don't, like planes, have a tail number? Can't you identify who these boats are by their markings, by their numbers, by their identification? They've got
They could if they wanted to, but they haven't even done a thorough investigation. If they wanted to, yes, they could have. If those boats was filled with black people, they wouldn't know every doggone name of every boat, everything. They would be knocking on doors. We would have never left the island, I'm telling you.
Man, the bridge would have went to that satellite in the sky, and that day, and run that shit back.
Boy, it'd be looking like Tulsa, Oklahoma around here right now had the roads being reversed, boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think they marched on the Capitol. Boy, it'd be hell around here if the roads were reversed right now. You know what I mean? It'd be, if the, man, come on, y'all indigenous, y'all know what I'm talking about, indigenous family. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They can say what they want to.
Yeah,
We
right.
know what we know.
That flip-flop
We
upside
know what
down.
we know. Nah, we know.
Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, and Georgia.
There it is.
It'd been, oh my good. And parts of Louisiana.
Yeah, you let one of them go out with us and don't come back. What?
Yeah, he killed them. One of them
What?
niggas killed him.
Boy, they'll be posting our rap sheet. They'll be trying to convince people that we are capable of doing some type of
We
stuff
call
like this.
all black
Cause
people
we had a
close
violent
to
charge about 30, 40 years ago. You know what I mean? Oh my God. They'd have been flashing everything. He didn't finish high school. You know what I'm saying? He got a whooping out at his sixth, you know what I'm saying, his 6th birthday party. He got a spanking. You know what I'm saying? They be posting everything. Everything, boy. It'd be crazy. They wouldn't do anything to normalize us in a humane fashion. And they're not even normalizing Nolan right now, to be honest. They're not giving Nolan his accolades, his props, his flowers. Nolan had never been in any trouble. He was smart. He was athletic. You know, he was transferring to a Division I college to play football. That's big. You're going from a community college to a Division I.
And then
I mean, and you were taking care of yourself. You were well raised. But he's not getting his flowers. They're not dressing him up like they say Austin Metcalf. All right, Money Mike says, why would Nolan leave his phone on the boat if he was going to stay and catch another boat? It doesn't make sense. They just lying. Yeah, they lying. Even the Sea Tow people came out and said that they never came out and towed the boat. They said that the owner of the boat, the captain of the boat, said that they had already got other help. Said that they had already got other help. You know, so they canceled the tow. That was just to create an alibi.
That's all that was.
That was just to create an alibi. That boat was not taking on water. Trust me. Because Warren already said in that interview with the Officer Tatum that the boats were fine there and back. There and back. All right. Cherry Shortcake says, we will be on the news, posters, billboards, and have traffic checks in house-to-house raids. Baby, you got to start using some punctuation, sweetheart. Checks in house-to-house raids. It would be like someone stole the president's pocketbook. Oh, I hear you. And it would be that way till they found them. Facts. 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 You right now.
Names written on the side. They've got tail numbers, so to speak. Have all of these people been brought in? I mean, tell me how to identify a boat and how to locate the driver and bring them in for questioning about what happened that day. Because listen, Brian,
Our boat got VIN number.
the friends say
Well,
we
those
left
sign
him
up,
with
that's VIN number.
Katie. Katie apparently has been found and says, no, he left with his friends. Okay, right there, I've got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How did everybody leave Gilligan on the island waving, hey, I'm here, and they all left him? I find that hard to believe. I've got to find out what precipitated him going into the water and how that fits in with the marking on the back of his neck. Do you see where I'm going?
They put it there. Let's say it was a rope. Let's just say yeah, I mean, I think that'll still hit that back of it. Yeah, I think that still works. If it was a rope, yeah, I think that still leaves that marking back there. And that's a good reason for them to take the, yeah. There was no Katie. That's a typical white girl name. Have we saw her name yet? Have we saw like her social media platform or anything possibly with her name? Is her name Katie? Or is that an alias? That's a good point. Man, y'all cooking in here, man. I hope y'all inviting me to dinner. The way y'all cooking, just don't eat no meat. You know what I'm saying? If you got fish and shrimp, potatoes, rice, whatever, I'll be fine. But please invite me to dinner the way y'all cooking up in here, man. Let's go.
Sure.
Absolutely. And yes, to answer your first question, you know, some of these boats, just by the names, people that name the boats, and if you can detect registration numbers, if it's registered in state of Mississippi, that's easy to find. I'm told that over 60 people have been interviewed by law enforcement. I don't know who they are or how they were brought in, but there was a lot of interviews that have been conducted. I'm assuming there's going to be more. Yeah, with regards to...
Listen, that don't mean nothing to us. We don't trust the law enforcement in Mississippi.
Hell no.
We don't trust them. We don't trust them. So why do we care? Why do we care? Why do we don't that don't make us feel better. That do not make us feel better.
That's why all the KKs and the police for.
Exactly. If we was able to trust them, then why is Ben Crump and Al Sharpton and everybody else there? So just because they don't have to question 60 people, they don't let all 60 of them go too. That's the damn problem. That's why Ben Crump them there. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's why we don't trust them. No, we don't trust them.
What happened? That's always been the question. That's why his parents want to know. There's this just absolute black hole from about 4:30 p.m. on July 4th until he washed up Monday morning, where nobody seems to know anything. Nobody seems to have seen anything. There's conflicting stories, as you pointed out, from his friends and people that saw him that day about who he was supposed to leave with, did he want to stay back, all that. It's all hearsay. It's all secondhand. And so, yeah, there is a massive hole in the story, and that's why this has gotten national attention that it's gotten. As far as the markings on his head, I mean, I was told by some of the people who recovered the body that it was obvious he'd come in contact with marine life while he was in the water. I'm not sure if that's possible explanation of those markings. I'm just telling you what I thought, so experts can weigh in on
Okay,
it.
Brian.
Easy and delicious. That's kind of our thing. Reese's, proud sponsor of Good Times.
Was diagnosed with sciatica, so I had to get this seat cushion with this lower back support. It's memory foam. On long car drive.
Brian, hold on. Jessica, I'm going to try to get a quick answer from you on that because it's valid. What Trasher just said is valid. Because if his body had been attacked by marine life, fish, turtles, whatever, that would be all over the body.
Right.
What we're talking about is deep rending of tissue, subcutaneous tissue on the back of the head.
And that's how you know he did not drown and he was not in that water long. Somebody placed him there. Somebody placed him there, man. That is how you know that. There's no signs of marine life eating off of him, no nothing.
Yeah, they've been bit plugged.
You understand what I'm saying?
He really ain't got no bite marks.
Come on, man. They've been putting eels out of his nostrils.
Don't hits and shit.
Yeah, that is another account of how we know that he did not drown. He was not in that water. He was placed there. I think that sheriff is a suspect. Everybody in Mississippi who is not related to the Wells family, you know what I'm saying, is a suspect. You know what I'm saying? Hell, at this point, even Javon and all them is a damn suspect. Real talk. What you say, brother?
All them motherfuckers in cahoots, man. From the goddamn the DA, the coroner, the judges, the whole judicial system is dangerous. Mm-hmm. They work together to try to throw that shit off. Mm-hmm. But they were hoping that shit would just die down.
Yeah, that's what they was hoping, but it ain't gonna die down. We want all the smoke.
Yeah. Unlike the rest of the body. So that is not the same as the decomp on the rest of the body. It's why is it so hard for everybody to get? We've got a problem with the back of the head. It's marked unlike any other part of his body.
Because most people are racist, Nancy, when they look like you, and they just want us to believe that he was intoxicated and he drowned. So they can't see past their own racist little fetishes. They can't see past it. You know what I mean? They can't see past it. Thank y'all for tapping that screen.
And you said something very significant, Joe Scott Morgan, that the original medical examiner kept the throat for a reason. Did she keep the hand, the fingers, the toes? No, because they weren't probative. They didn't prove anything. The neck proved something. What? What did the neck prove? That's where I'm going. Help me.
Yeah, well, either to include or exclude any kind of trauma that could have impeded his ability to breathe. There's another part.
They say that normally the medical examiner retains.
Well, we're talking new evidence.
They say normally. Oh, and I gotta check on that. They just be putting stuff out. I gotta check on that. But I got my train of thought. Hold on. I gotta get it back. I forgot my train of thought. I gotta get it back. Did it say who sent that? Where it came from? Mm-mm. It's right there. How would they know that? See, I don't think that's real because the medical examiner hasn't even come out and released none of that yet.
Mississippi.
Yeah, that's fake. That's got to be fake. I forgot what I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get it back eventually.
To this, Nancy, that I forgot to mention relative to the neck, we have what are called strap muscles that kind of lay over the center part of the neck. What do we look for there? Well, that's also where we see hemorrhage relative to any kind of pressure that's applied there. You'll see those The doctor doesn't mention anything about strap muscles because I think that those were probably retained as well. Now, back to the sea life. I'm from Louisiana. I can tell you what type of sea life would have affected his body, and if the body was right there on the shore, it would be crabs.
Oh,
and the reason I know that is because this is where they kind of.
And he just said right here where they found Nolan's body at, there would have been crabs. So there would have been some signs of marine life eating off of him. Let me get to this real quick. Somebody just said something good on here. I think they were trying to dispose of his body after it looks like they choked him or hung him. But when his mom popped up, and that was actually the mom's best friend, that was Javon's mom. That was Javon's and Jalen's mom. Popped up for the phone. Dad blew all the time and they couldn't move. Yeah, because she said it was like 15 of them in there just sitting in the dark with the TV on. So they were in there planning then. That's a good assessment. That's a good assessment. That is a good assessment. What you got?
They saying that he was 18 was drugged and restrained and brutally beat before his death spoke. They must have videoed that. They must got a video on that.
No, but see, we already know that they haven't. See, I'm gonna tell you why I can't roll with that. Because the medical examiner in Mississippi, the Stacy chick, she's still holding some of his organs. And she came out and said that it was undetermined. You know what I'm saying?
That's how they want to put it as
undetermined. Right. And we just heard Ben Crump done come out with the independent autopsy report. And it matched the same thing because they didn't send the throat and stuff. So there's nothing more medical.
Evidence. Mississippi got all the man arguing.
That's what I'm saying. So in between the two reports that we have,
they can't go no further.
So that can't be true.
They can't go no further.
That's what I'm saying. That can't be true. Because nobody else has his body to know that.
It's saying, according to the independence autopsy conducted by Dr. Roger Mitchell, as actual cause of normal death remain undetermined due to advanced death because
undetermined. So they just those are allegations
of the body and missing tissue samples. Now they got missing tissue samples.
I wouldn't doubt it. They chalked them up.
Yeah, they know what to chop up. They know what to go get. So a medical examiner, he already know where to point, what to get, what to mess with.
And they're saying right here where his body was found that there's lots of crabs there.
And them crabs will be eating them crabs up.
That's where I'm going. Help me.
Yeah, well, either to include or exclude any kind of trauma that could have impeded his ability to breathe. There's another part to this, Nancy, that I forgot to mention relative to the neck. We have what are called strap muscles that kind of lay over the center part of the neck. What do we look for there? Well, that's also where we see hemorrhage relative to any kind of pressure that's applied there. You'll see those. The doctor doesn't mention anything about strap muscles because I think that those were probably retained as well. Now, back to the sea life. I'm from Louisiana. I can tell you what type of sea life would have affected his body. And if the body was right there on the shore, it would be crabs. And the reason I know that is because this is where they kind of feed, if you will, all right? So you don't hear any mention by the second medical examiner talking about any kind of degrading of the body as a result of contact with marine life that's feasting in a post-mortem state.
That's what they trying to do. They trying to make him look, the independent contract, they trying to make his credibility look weak.
Which they can't do that because
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here.
They kept organs. I mean, they what that's like going to work and not having the right tools for the job. You know what I'm saying? They kept organs, so I think it's more of a bad look for Mississippi than it is for.
Man, Mississippi, this shit been going on for years. I remember back in the 2000s, they were still dragging motherfuckers behind the motherfucking cars. They dragging people behind cars over there in Jackson, Mississippi. Man, shoot. Wrong Sturgis, Stockville, Meridian. Man, they still dragging people in cars and having Klan meetings and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Klan always been rampant through Mississippi.
Man, shoot.
Always.
I was over there when they used to do all that crazy stuff. It done got worse. It wasn't this worse back when we were coming up. Now it just came all the way out.
Ain't it crazy how history repeats itself?
Man, it came all the way out.
That's because they're passing on the culture.
To different generation.
Yeah.
And that generation gonna pass it on to them.
Yeah. No doubt.
The cycle's gonna keep going and going till.
No doubt. No doubt. You're right.
Or you've probably thought, should I call American Financing to refinance and pay off this debt? But you don't because of your low mortgage rate. That low rate, it's not saving you if you're drowning in credit card interest.
Yeah, I peeped that about the guy she's talking to. That guy is trying to make it seem like Randy was doing. Oh, it's just a accidental drowning. He was intoxicated. Nothing here to see. You know, yeah, I peeped that about him. He's trying to downplay it. He's trying to downplay it.
Yeah.
That's why Nancy's laying into him.
People are calling American Financing, and American Financing is saving customers an average of $800. That's not in all, that's a month, by using their equity to pay off the credit card debt. Using their home equity to pay off credit card debt. No upfront fees. It costs you nothing to find out what you could be saving. $99.99. And
get back to it,
our
Nancy.
friends over at the Officer Tatum show, and that is Warren Hudson's an acquaintance of Nolan Wells. He was in the Horn Island group. Are you hearing what I'm hearing?
The Klan will never, ever, ever, ever be dismembered. It will never, ever, ever be dismantled. The Klan ain't going nowhere because you breed new Klan members every day. Some walk around holding swastikas and waving Confederate flags. Some, you know, have the tattoos and you don't even know they live that way. Some are your judges, and some walk around in the cone hats that we're used to, the cone hats and the sheets. But as long as you have, I hate to put it this way, but as long as you have racist white people in existence, the KKK is safe. But I'm gonna apply for a job with the KKK. I'm gonna apply for a job. I want them to turn me down because I'm black. I'm gonna file a lawsuit then for racial discrimination. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna make some headlines. I'm gonna apply for a job with the KKK, and if they turn me down, I'm gonna sue the heck out of them for racial discrimination. Yes, I am.
Josh Colesroot, I mean,
And then once I get in, I'm bringing all the brothers in. It's gonna be like when we took over their white Facebook pages. What was it, White and Proud? Yeah. Once I get in, I'm bringing everybody in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing everybody in.
I don't know if this happened to you in law school, but it makes you think differently. Out of that whole thing, I heard this: 20 to 30 witnesses. 20 to 30 witnesses? Josh Colesroot, veteran trial lawyer, criminal defense attorney, former assistant U.S. attorney, founder Colesroot Law Offices, and star of podcast No Contest at colesrootlaw.offices.com. 20, 30 witnesses. That's what I just heard.
20 to 30 witnesses and 0 arrests. 0 questions answered. We don't even have a cause of death. Man, listen here. This is diabolical right here, man. They got it sold up, y'all. Can you imagine if black people had this type of power right here? Can you imagine it? Think about it. They even had the power to elect a PDF file for president. Think about it now. And ain't nobody did no time for them Epstein files, but poor R. Kelly is locked up right now. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. If you ain't gonna lock them up, free R. Kelly too. You know what I'm saying? Let me say it. Let me say it. And I don't want to hear nothing about Kelly should have knew better. No, them damn parents should have knew better. Them parents were exploiting them children and taking them children over there. So blame them damn parents. Lock them parents up. Free R. Kelly. We need some of that black love back on the streets. You know what I'm saying? We need some of that black love on the streets.
Absolutely. You know, this is going to be a huge investigation. It already is. You know, one of the questions that I've seen online about
that's Nolan right there on the boat.
Is that, you know,
that was Nolan right there on the boat. That's the last time someone saw him or caught him on camera right there. You see him right there? That's the last time Right there. And that's definitely him. And he's on a boat.
You're right. On
And
a
look at
boat.
it. There's the guy sitting back there, the one I did the interview, man. That look like the guy that did the interview right there. Man, I wish I could zoom in on that, man. That looks like the one I just did the interview with Officer Tatum sitting on the boat in the back. You see him back here, man? See this guy sitting back
Yeah,
here?
I see him in the car.
Wearing a hat. Right, they took Kelly money and dropped their daughters off. Yes, yes.
But let me ask you something hard, those that are saying that. Look what we're talking about. We're not talking about hardened men. These are teenagers, they're kids, they're 18, 19 years old on the water on the 4th of July. And, what happens when a teenager experiences something traumatic? They freeze, they panic, they go numb. Sometimes they cry, sometimes they don't.
We still forgetting one major thing. Yeah, it's important to know what happened to him, like what's the COD, what's the cause of death. But we also want to know, why did they unalive him? What is the cause of his death? What did he see? What did he know? What did he record in his phone? You understand what I'm saying? Let's go all the way back to the beginning. We know that his phone had facial recognition. You had to scan his face, in order to unlock his phone. How did they get into his phone? How did the parents not notice when they got the phone back that they didn't need to scan Nolan's face to get into it because the settings had already been changed? No one, this is a bunch of criminal activity. The captain of that boat should have been locked up anyways, because you're on the boat, you're the captain of the boat, and you have a picture of minors, holding alcohol beverages in your presence.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? In your presence. You know it was somebody grown driving that boat. Why ain't they locked up at least?
Why they in question?
I don't want to hear ain't no such thing as white privilege. I don't want to hear ain't no such thing as entitlement. I don't want to hear none of that, because we are seeing it. We are seeing it. These are perpetual victims. These are the ones that went out and did the dirt, and now they're playing the part of a victim, y'all. I told y'all. They went out in savage mode, and now they trying to play little innocent little victims like they always do, y'all. Like the vampires always do, y'all. All right, Cherry Shortcake said, yep, they held his face up to unlock it. Then they went in and changed the controls. They had to. They had to, man. This is too easy. This is like, man, listen, if you was ever going to handle an easy case, this right here is easy. They left too many clues. They made too many mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? They were too sloppy with it. They couldn't even get their stories together. The way that Warren kept denying that he argued with Nolan. That was Wyatt, though. They say Wyatt got into it with Nolan. Plus, that video showed them arguing over his phone. They say that was Wyatt, though, not Warren. They say that was Wyatt.
But what they're not experts at, like, dredging the waterways. And I know that the family wants answers from the friends. And I get that. And one of the family.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That Wyatt, he rub off as another Austin Metcalf to me. Every time I hear something about that Wyatt or see something about the Wyatt kid, man, he just got that Austin Metcalf energy, man. You know what I mean? And y'all know what I mean. That bully mentality. It's just, every time I hear about him, man, that's kind of what I get, man.
Members said, are they getting their lies straight? When
Let's
they
get
went
the
back
likes up,
to
ladies and gentlemen, please and thank you. Let's get the likes up, ladies and
called for
gentlemen.
a cab. But we don't know what happened yet. And one of the things that I'm really looking forward to seeing is the data from the cell phone.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. Can we please let's finish strong. Let's get those likes up, please. Let's get those likes up, please. Please and thank you. Let's get those likes up. I know we can get 4 more likes. I know we can get 4 more people to hit that thumbs up button.
Right? Because that'll tell us exactly where everybody was at what point in time, and including hopefully the victim. Now, that's another question. How did they obtain the victim's phone? Well, it was in one of the hands of his friends. So how did that come there? So there are a lot of answers, there's a lot of questions here, Nancy, that we need answers to. And right now, we don't know if it was an accident. We don't know if it was a death. We just don't know.
This professional.
We know, but y'all just want it inconclusive. Y'all want it undetermined. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, look, I've enjoyed everyone's time. Thank you for your input in this. Make sure you please hit the like button for me. Make sure you hype the video. You hit the subscribe button, your notification bell. Put that thing on all. Like Willie D would say, put that thing on all. You know what I mean? We have to stay involved, y'all. If you get information and you have my email, email me. Let me know. Man, listen, we gonna get this right, man. It's Justin for Nolan. They can't keep getting away with this. We need 3 more likes, ladies and gentlemen. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. Can we get 3 more likes, y'all? Y'all know what to do, man. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with your higher power. You know what I mean? Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut. Be inspired. Be great. And no matter what life throws at you, and no matter how hard these races seem to come at us chosen indigenous individuals, be you. That's why you was chosen to wear the armor and the melanin, baby. Be you. Ashe.